Dad, I really am sorry I didn't tell you about Dev from the beginning.
Well, let's be honest. Sonny told you not to.
Yes, but it wasn't for a bad reason, okay? Sonny wants to help Dev, and so do I. I didn't know any of this at the time, but Dev helped Sonny rescue Dante in Turkey. And he ended up saving Sonny's life. So when Dev was on his own and didn't feel safe...
Safe from what?
People after him? I'm not sure exactly, but Dev made his way to the US, hoping Sonny could help him out. And his first night, he came here to the house, but Sonny wasn't home, so then he went to Dante's. And that's how I ended up at the police station.
Whoa, you were at the police?
I wasn't under arrest. Don't worry.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I would hate for you to be arrested, and also to be the last person to find out about it if you ever do.
Dad, I walked into Lulu's house, and Dev was already in there. I assumed he was a burglar or something, so I called the cops. But Dev kept telling me that he knew Sonny, and it just didn't make any sense. So then I called Sonny, and he came down and straightened the whole thing out.
Of course he didn't.
The next day, Dev was here.
It must have been a little strange for you.
I mean, yes, it was pretty random, but Dev seemed nice enough, and Sonny said that we had to find a way to protect him. That it was too dangerous to send him back to Turkey. It wasn't safe, so the only solution we had was to make him a part of our family.
Right, because his life was on the line.
Again, nobody shared the details with me, but yeah, that's the impression I got.
Well, it sounds to me like you had no choice but to go along with it.
Like that, Dad. I told you that. I wanted to help.
I know you did.
No one pressured me or forced me. Honestly, it was just the opposite.
Really?
Mom went overboard asking if I was okay with it. Because she hated that I was lying to you. And probably because she didn't want you worrying about me. Look, she knows you're uncomfortable with Dev being here.
Well, I'm glad that your mother was looking out for you. And for me. But that doesn't change the fact that this whole situation is untenable and needs to be fixed.
Okay. But if the only fix is sending Dev away, that is not a fix I want.
I completely understand your impulse to want to help Dev. In fact, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you want to help. Sonny set this whole thing in motion. It seemed like a good idea, so you went along with it. But, Joss, you're just a kid. And your mom happens to be married to Sonny.
So?
So, you're actually both looking at this from a closed perspective. You're not looking at the other avenues that might be available. Me, on the other hand, my perspective as your father, my job is to look out for you.
So what is that? What are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
Dad, Dev is a good guy, and he deserves to stay in this country.
I'm not arguing that. I have plenty of compassion for Dev and his predicament. But as your father, it's my priority to figure out what's best for you.
Hey.
Hey, how's Mom and the baby?
They're both doing great.
Donna's just the cutest. I can't wait till we get to hold her.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little while, but, it's gonna be worth the wait.
Joss, would you give Sonny and I a minute to talk?
Yes, and I actually have to meet up with somebody, so...
You gonna be home for dinner?
I think so, but I'll text you.
All right.